honey. Do you want to go out and eat steak tonight? I heard that a new restaurant has opened in town. It's supposed to be really good. I got a recommendation from a friend at work. I was thinking that maybe we could go and check it out together.
That's a good suggestion. It's really thoughtful of you. After all, I do like steak. But there's one little issue.
What's wrong? Is there a problem? Something on your mind that you want to tell me about?
No, it's nothing. Just having a few problems with work, that's all.
Is it something to do with that investment you told me about? Was there some kind of a problem with it? Is everything going to plan? I do spend a lot of time worrying about these things. I heard that many people go bankrupt after making bad investments. Sometimes I worry that it may happen to you. I hope that everything is going well.
No, it's not that, and no need to worry. We didn't go with that investment. The people at my company were not impressed by it. So we decided not to bother. We had a big discussion about it. All of us were sat down together. It actually got quite heated at times. I tried my best to convince them that it was a good choice, but they were not impressed with me and my plans. It feels like I'm not very good at business.
Don't speak like that. That isn't true. You really have a talent for it. You can do great things if you try hard. Believe in yourself. I've known you for a long time and I know what you're capable of. Maybe they just haven't seen what talent you have yet. In time, I'm sure they will come to trust your decisions more and more. Trust me.
No, really, I'm just not built to be a businessman. I think I'm in the wrong game. I'm no good at making money and I just don't have the skills to be a good investor. Maybe I took a wrong turn in life when I decided to go into this line of work. I was always a little unsure about it. But it's too late now to change. I'd be starting again from the bottom. Maybe I'll just have to stick it out and hope things get better.
What makes you say that? What's wrong? What do you need to do to make things better for yourself? There must be a way. Maybe you could take a training course. Or just think about what you did wrong and how to improve.
It hasn't been a complete failure. I've made some money investing, that much is true. But it just wasn't a good amount considering what we put in. Our rate of return needs to be much higher. We just aren't making the profits we need. In the end, we had to take out a loan to cover the costs. It's a bit of a poor situation.
Oh no. Really? You had to take out a loan again? This is just the kind of thing I worried about. They say that once you start taking out loans, it can be difficult to stop. Some people end up in a spiral of debt.
That's right, we had to take out another loan. It's not a great situation, but what can we do? As for the spiral of debt, I'm worried too. I just hope we can avoid it.
Oh no, that's really terrible. You'll be up to your eyeballs in debt at this rate. It's not sustainable. You'll have to come up with a way of getting out of this.
I know, you're right. But I had no choice but to do this. I needed the money urgently, so it had to be a loan. What else could I have done? The business needed emergency capital. Otherwise, we would have been in big trouble. Our future was on the line. We had to act. Actually, I had something I wanted to ask you about. You might not like to hear it. It has to do with this loan. It's just that I know that your mother and father are wealthy, so I thought I might as well ask. They wouldn't happen to have any cash to spare, would they? It would be of great help to me if they did.
Borrowing money from my parents? Where are my mother and father going to get that kind of money from? They aren't exactly rolling in cash, are they? They've both retired, so they need to be careful about their spending. They have a pension, but it isn't a huge amount of money. They have to be prudent with their spending. And they just want to relax and enjoy their retirement. They don't want to be worried about bailing out a business that needs cash. Too much stress for them. I don't think I can approve of this. And I don't think they'd want to either.
Really? There's no chance? It's a terrible situation for me, to be honest. I'm really in trouble here. If they helped me out, it would be a great benefit to me and my business. Also, if I get into financial trouble, it may spread to you. Maybe it would even affect them. We're in this together, aren't we? I don't want any problems for you either.
It's a fair point, to be honest. I want to support you. I really do. But I'm not sure that my parents are the best source of emergency funds. I'll try to think of somewhere I can get some money from. Nothing springs to mind right now.
Please do have a good think about it. If something comes to mind, then be sure to let me know. Even just $500 would be of real value to me. It would really help.
Okay, I see. I will try to do my best. Hopefully something will come up.
Well, thanks for that. It means a lot to me.
How are you, my daughter? I hope you've been happy recently. Oh, hi, Mom. I'm fine, thanks. I've not done anything interesting recently. Just the usual stuff. I'm currently cleaning the house. How are you? Are you up to anything special? No, nothing special. I was just wondering how my daughter was, so I thought I'd contact you. We haven't spoken for a while. A while can feel like a long time when it's your daughter. Oh, I understand. I haven't contacted you much lately, have I? I'm sorry about that. I keep meaning to get in touch with you, but then it slips my mind. I'll try to change this bad habit. I promise to talk more in the future. That's a good idea. It would be nice if you'd talk to your mother more. Sorry. It's just we have been having business problems lately. So I have been really focused on that. I didn't get time to think about other things. Oh, business problems. What's the problem? Well, it's been a bit difficult, actually. We've been facing a few problems. We have something of a cash flow problem. Some of the investments didn't quite go according to plan. Now we are looking for some emergency funds to cover the costs. It will be a short-term thing. Hopefully the situation will improve in the future. It's really difficult to do well in business, especially in today's environment. Oh, really? You should have told me. It is difficult to do well in business. Maybe I can help you. Here, have this. What is this? Did you just transfer $3,000 to my account? Why? It's such a large sum of money. Your husband has already contacted me. He told me all about the business problems. I understand the situation he is in. We agreed that I could help you a little. My husband contacted you? Of course. If you have a problem, then you should always talk with Mother. That's what he did. He told me everything. I was glad to hear it. I am always here to help you if you are in need. You should always remember that. It's true that we are in a bad situation, but I didn't want to bother you about it. I was worried it might cause you trouble. I thought that you and Dad were struggling for cash. I thought you had to be careful. You're right. We're retired, so we have to be careful. We don't have huge amounts of cash to spare, but we can still manage to spare some if our daughter is in need. We are getting along just fine. There's no need to worry about us. So, what's this money you just sent to me? Where did it come from? Is it part of your pension? It's too much to give to me. I'm not entirely comfortable about this. It's nothing, really. You need the money. We are only trying to help. Mother, I'm sorry I have troubled you like this. I really am. I didn't want to be a burden on you. But at the same time, this is really going to help us. So thank you so much. It's fine. It's our pleasure. Just remember, when your business does well, you can pay it back to us. We are waiting for you. Think of it as a business investment. We help you now, and you help us in the future. Of course, Mother. We'll help you. In fact, when our business does well, we will give you back twice what you gave us. No, make that 3 times. I'm sure we're going to be a success. And when we are, we will pay it back to you and more. Just you wait, Mother. I'll make you proud. Oh, this is what I like to hear. I believe in you. Just don't feel too much stress because I gave you this money. Take everything in your stride. I know you can do it. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Look at this.
Wow, you found some money?
I spoke to my mother.
Oh, I see. You spoke to her.
I know what you did. You went ahead and contacted my mother. Why did you do that? What made you think that was a good idea? You should have told me first if you were going to talk to my mother.
I know it's a little bit sneaky to go behind your back, but I need the money desperately. I had no choice. I had to get it from somewhere, so why not speak with your parents? Isn't it natural to ask family members for help when you need it? You were hesitating about asking your mother, so I went ahead and I did it myself. And things have worked out well, haven't they? Your mother has provided us with some money. We're in a better position, and your mother is happy that she helped us. How do you feel about it?
This seriously makes me angry. Contacting my mother wanting to borrow money? They're old and they don't work anymore. What kind of person does that? And you did it behind my back, too. Completely unacceptable.
Oh, don't get angry, please. I don't think there was any harm in asking. Do you think I wanted to do this? No, I did it because I had to. We had no choice. Are you upset by this? Oh, please don't be.
I am upset by this, that's for sure. This is the last time. We cannot borrow money from my parents ever again. This cannot become a regular thing. Children are supposed to help their parents when they get old, not the other way around. We are supposed to be able to support ourselves, not go running to our parents every time we have trouble. We aren't teenagers anymore.
I understand that. Furthermore, I think I agree with you. It isn't the ideal thing to do. But as I said, I had no choice. Come to think of it, what if someone found out about this? I'd look like a shameless fool. Asking his wife's parents for money because he's no good at business? I know what people would think. I'm worried about it. My reputation would be ruined. How could I ever show my face in public again? And it may even have a negative impact on my business itself.
I know what people would think. They'd look down on us. But we only have ourselves to blame. I always knew you had a rash side to your personality. I'm worried about what others would think too. And I'm also worried about what you might do next.
Listen, do you think I don't know myself how bad this is? I know. I'm well aware what an idiot I am.
Did you agree to any conditions with my mother about this money? Are we going to pay this all back if we do well in business? I told my mother we would. I think it's only fair that we pay them back in the future. I actually told her we would pay back more than she gave us. Maybe I am being a little ambitious with the business. But I got carried away in the moment, and I wanted to make my mother feel better. What do you think?
Of course we'll pay it back. What kind of person do you think I am? I may be stupid enough to ask your mother for money, but I'm not stupid enough to think that I wouldn't have to pay it back. Do you really think that I wouldn't pay it back? Do you think my character is that bad?
Well, you never seem to be very grateful to me. You're not exactly the most considerate of people, are you?
I am considerate. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy now?
Okay, I guess so.
Tell your mother I'm incredibly grateful for what she's done for us. I really mean it. I am really thankful. I'm sorry about my reaction. It's just, I'm really stressed about this at the moment. I've become a bit sensitive to things, especially this. But I won't forget what they have done for us. And we'll pay them back in full, or even more. You can count on me. I may not seem like it at times, but deep down, I'm a good guy. Hey, I've got amazing news.
What? What is it?
I finally got the investment money back.
Really?
Seriously, I got the money. It's like a dream come true.
Amazing. Congratulations. I knew you would do it in the end. Didn't I tell you? You should always believe in yourself. I'm so happy to hear this. Does it mean things are going to be much better for us from now on?
Of course it is. So long as the investors accept this, it's going to be a big win for us. As soon as I get the money, a new life is going to begin. A brand new world for the two of us.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing! I'm so proud of you.
We've got a bright future ahead of us. You can be sure of that.
I knew you'd be able to do it.
I had to do it. It was the only way. I put in the work, and now is the time for the reward.
Are we going to celebrate? We could have a party tonight. Maybe buy something to drink?
Let's do it. I'll get some champagne. And I'll get an expensive bottle. We deserve it after this success.
Okay. See you later. Honey, where are you? You were late coming home from work again today. This has happened a lot recently.
I know I'm late. Do you have to keep contacting me and asking about it?
Can't you just hurry up and come home? At the very least, you should at least contact me and tell me when you will be home.
Why is it that whatever I do, you say I've done it wrong?
No, it's not that. I was just wondering, that's all.
Listen, I'm a businessman. These things happen.
What's that got to do with it?
It means that I don't always finish at a set time, understand?
Yeah, I know that. I understand that sometimes you'll be late.
All you do is complain. Is that the way you should treat me? Especially when I earn all the money that you spend? You should remember that.
What? What do you mean?
Thanks to me, your life is so much better than it used to be. Where would you be without me? Do you think that this is the right way to behave?
How do you expect me to behave?
You should be more considerate. Everyone I know at work, their wives aren't constantly nagging them, always contacting them, demanding to know where they are and what they're doing. It would be better if you were like this too.
Are you trying to suggest there is something wrong with me asking what time you'll be home?
Yes, there is. It's causing me a lot of stress.
But I just want to know where you are.
Can you give me an easier time from now on? Stop asking me what time I'm gonna be home.
I was only asking you what time you were going to get back from work.
Well, things need to change. You might think this is okay, but I don't. I'm not the man I used to be. Things are different now.
That's right. You're a successful businessman now.
I know. So from now on, give me the respect I deserve. And that includes not pestering me for answers every time I'm home late. I have to sort out an investment proposal tonight, so I won't be able to talk to you. You get your own dinner. Hey, how are you?
Oh, hi. How have you been? It's been a long time since I saw you.
Yes, it has, hasn't it? Time seems to be going faster and faster. Maybe we're just getting old. Anyway, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, what is it? I hope there's nothing wrong. It's sometimes a bad sign if someone contacts you out of the blue.
Oh no, it's nothing serious, don't worry. It's about your husband. I was just wondering what he's been up to. Is he busy? I haven't seen him for a long time.
No, he's not been up to anything special. Just work.
Oh, is that the case?
Why? What is it?
It's just that a few months ago, he stopped contacting me so regularly. We've known each other for so long, and we were always great friends. But suddenly, he's gone quiet. It seems a little unusual to me. I was just curious as to why. I thought maybe something bad had happened.
No, nothing bad has happened. Nothing serious, anyway. Maybe just a few minor arguments at times. But nothing major, really.
Okay, I see. Well, glad to hear that things are going okay for you two. Maybe it's me. Recently, he seems to be avoiding contact with me. I haven't spoken to him for a long time. I was worried that something was wrong.
That's a bit strange. I don't know why he'd break contact like that. It's really out of character. I'll ask him later when he gets home after work.
Thanks for that. Also, I wanted to ask him about something. We'll be having a big get-together soon. He should know about it already. All of our friends are going. Tell him that he's not allowed to miss it. We all want to see him there.
I will do. I'll tell him about it. I'm sure he will go. Maybe he just forgot.
Okay, thanks. Talk more in the future.
Sure. See you later. Darling, are you busy?
Why?
I just wanted to talk to you about something. Did you have an argument with Sam?
What? Why are you talking about him all of a sudden?
He contacted me out of the blue. He asked if there was something going on. He was worried about you.
What did he say?
He said that you haven't been contacting him recently. He just wanted to get in touch with you to see how you are. He also mentioned a party that will be happening soon.
Does that guy have no common sense?
What do you mean?
I know he's tried to contact me. I deliberately ignored it.
Why? Did you two have an argument?
No, we didn't have an argument.
So, what went wrong? You two guys have been friends since school. Why don't you want to talk to him anymore?
We may have been friends, but things are not the way they used to be. The relationship between us has changed.
What does that mean?
I'm a businessman. I have to stay professional at all times. I have so many contacts. He's just one of many. He's not special.
So you're telling me that all this time you've been deliberately ignoring his calls?
That's right. He isn't much use to me now. He doesn't have any connections and he doesn't have much money. Why would I remain close to him? I've got better people to spend my time on.
How can you be like this? He contacted me because he wanted to keep your friendship alive. He wanted to see you again.
And how would that be of any help to me? I can look after myself. What help would he be anyway?
Don't you think you have taken this too far? Can't you be a little bit nicer to your friends? Especially when you have known each other for such a long time.
You have to be cold if you want to succeed in business. I have business friends to talk to now. These people are more important and they need my attention.
But what about your childhood friends? Are you just going to abandon them? Simply because they are not useful to your business needs?
You could say it like that.
Why are you being like this? You've changed.
I know, I have changed. I changed with the circumstances. It shouldn't surprise you. I think we've spoken about this enough. I'm not going to change my mind.
Don't be like this. Please get in contact with Sam. He was always there for you in bad times.
Stop talking about it. I've given you my opinion and it's final. There's nothing more to talk about, so let's change the subject. By the way, how are your parents?
They're fine. Why do you ask? Why have you suddenly brought up my parents?
I'm just asking. They're retired. I just wanted to know how they are.
Do you remember how much money my parents gave to you?
I remember. Isn't that what family are for? Isn't it expected that they help when we are in need?
Yeah, but you should still remember what they did for you.
I do remember. I told you that. So, how are they? Are they getting along fine?
They are fine.
Okay, well, that's fine with me, as long as they're doing okay.
Oh, Father, it's so late. What are you doing?
It's your mother.
What is it? Is she okay?
Oh, she's got cancer.
Mother has got cancer? What are you talking about?
I only just found out too. She went to the hospital and they told her that she's got cancer.
Dad, tell me it isn't true!
I wish it wasn't true.
I'll come to the house now and see you.
What do you think you were doing yesterday? You didn't contact me at all. Where were you? What's your excuse?
Something terrible happened.
What was it?
My mother. She has cancer. My dad contacted me yesterday. I was so upset by it that I forgot to contact you. How am I going to survive without my mother?
Oh, that is really bad news. Oh, it's going to be difficult, I know. Wait, I just thought of something. If she's got cancer, she'll need lots of medical treatment. It's going to be expensive.
What?
Cancer treatment is usually expensive, isn't it? Do your parents have medical insurance?
Is this all you care about?
I'm just being practical about this. Cancer treatment is very expensive.
Did you even listen? My mother has got cancer, and all you can think about is money.
Don't you dare talk to me like this.
My mother is terribly sick, and the first thing you think of is money. What kind of a person are you?
We have to be cool-headed when making judgments. It's natural when you're in business.
Well, maybe you could be a little bit more sensitive at a time like this. Don't you worry. You won't have to spend anything on the treatment. Do you know my parents' address?
Yeah, I know it.
I have to go out for a while for work.
So?
Can you look after my mother tonight? She's in a lot of pain and she needs care. She can't even get out of bed. Maybe you can come over and be with her.
You want me to come over and be with her?
Yes, my father would do it, but he needs to come with me too.
I'm busy.
I know what your schedule is tonight. You have nothing to do.
I need to rest. This is my night off.
Just go over and be with her for a while. Is it really that much effort? Can't you be a little bit considerate for once?
This is going to be more troublesome for me. But okay, I'll do it. I'll go and stay with her.
And while you're there, make sure she eats well. She's sick, so she needs to eat good quality food. Maybe you could take something over for her.
Okay, I'll figure something out.
Hey!
What is it now?
Is this what you gave my mother for dinner? I told you to give her something decent. We spoke about it and you agreed. Do you think this is good enough?
What's wrong with it? It looks fine to me.
My mother is sick with cancer and you think this is good enough for her?
I thought that's what she wanted. And I didn't want to spend too much money on the dinner.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, it's fine. It was good value for money. And she enjoyed it.
How can you be like this? You wanted to save money on a meal for a cancer patient? And now you're trying to defend yourself by saying that's what she wanted.
What's wrong with that? I spoke with her and she seemed happy. God, why are you being like this?
My mother just vomited!
Oh, that's bad. Are you trying to suggest it was because of the food that I gave her?
There is seriously something wrong with you. I just can't take it anymore. This has to end.
What do you mean by that?
I can't live with you any longer. It's been on the back of my mind for a long time. But I'm going to act on it. Now is the time. I'm sending you divorce papers.
Divorce? Such a minor incident and you bring up divorce? How can you be so impulsive? I spoke to your mother and she agreed that the food was good enough. Now you want a divorce? Well then, go ahead. Do you think it's gonna bother me? Do you think this is gonna hurt me in any way? If we divorce, I won't owe you anything. Don't for one moment think that you will be getting any of my money.
I don't want your dirty money!
Look at this.
Dad, what is this?
I just found it. I couldn't believe what I saw. Don't you remember? When you were young, we bought a small plot of land in front of your grandmother's house.
Oh, I remember actually. I always wondered why you bought that land.
Well, it turns out it was a good investment. I got some good news recently. We are gonna make a lot of money from that land.
Really? How much is it?
Look at this. Look at the value of the land. It's huge.
Oh my goodness! That's amazing! Dad, I can't believe it! It's such great news for you.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's a dream come true. Things have been so difficult recently. Your mother has cancer. The medical bills are so high. But this is gonna help us so much.
Great news. It's amazing luck.
Are you still going to divorce your husband? Are you really going to go through with that?
I am. I can't stand him anymore. I have to do this. I can't spend the rest of my life this way.
Well, there is something else I've discovered.
What is it?
This is your husband's business, isn't it? They were the victim of fraud.
Fraud? Really?
Your husband, he's lost all of his assets. Really terrible for him.
Lost all of his assets? Well, that is amazing, isn't it? He was always boasting to me what a great businessman he was. And now look at this. He's obviously not as talented as he thinks he is. We could help him. But I've already said I'm divorcing him and my decision is final. There is no going back.
I respect your decision. Do what you have to do. I will always be there to support you.
Darling.
Have you received the divorce papers? Did you sign them? I want it done as soon as possible.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Just sign the papers. We need to get on with this as soon as we can.
I've been thinking. We've been through some bad things. Maybe there were times when I could have treated you better. I accept that I may have done wrong at times. And after a lot of thinking, I realized maybe we are making a bad decision. Maybe we can go back to the old days when we were happy. I want to get back with you.
You must be crazy. You think I'm going to accept you back into my life? You didn't respect me. You treated me so badly. Furthermore, you were not respectful to my parents and you didn't look after my mother properly when she was sick. How could we ever go back to the good old times? There is something else, too. I know your secret. I know that your business has gone bust. But don't for one moment think you are going to get back with me. You are nothing to do with me now.
Wait, I'm serious. We shouldn't just throw our love away so easily. I've never loved a girl like I love you. I really miss you.
What a joke.
Seriously, I would do anything for you. You have to give me a second chance.
No chance. There is no way I am taking you back. I have made my decision and it will not change. You're a talented businessman, aren't you? You have a lot of money, don't you?
Really, darling, I need you. I can't live without you.
I've had enough of this conversation. I have nothing more to say. If you don't sign the divorce papers, then I will be taking this issue to court.
Wait! Don't you realize the situation I'm in?
Don't talk to me ever again. They argued for some time afterward, but eventually he gave up. He accepted that there was no going back and she wasn't going to change her mind. In the end, they got divorced and went their separate ways. He was the victim of fraud and, sadly for him, his business went bankrupt. It was a great shame for him, but he can look after himself. He is a great businessman, isn't he? As for her mother, her condition has improved a lot. She's on the road to recovery. We are all hopeful for better days in the future. The family also got the money for the land. The daughter can look forward to a new life without her husband. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.